Hey guys, welcome back. Wanted to just do a quick video on this Chevelle we have here. This is a good friend of mine. We know each other probably about 25 years, and he brought it down here to do a bunch of work on it, and the car's coming along really well. It was always his baby, his toy, and he's spending a lot of time and effort on this thing now. As you can see, this is where the car sits right now. I didn't have much time to film while we were in progress here with this thing because there's just way too much to do. Body was off the car, new floors, the firewall was redone, as you can see, or maybe you can hopefully see. Show you the quick shot inside. This thing is, of course, in progress still, so you got to excuse the mess. New wiring harness is going to go in it. The roll cage is also in progress right now, being put in, and everything is coming along pretty well. The car is going to be done. The body's going to be done obviously later, but a lot of new stuff on the car. Believe it or not, this is a 67. This thing is actually very, very solid. The frame is in perfect shape. Everything, went along actually a lot better than any of us thought it was going to. And as you can see, obviously the power plant here is a big block, 496 cubic inches, 13.5 to 1 compression, going to be running on E85. And the icing on the cake, of course, is the Eldelbrock fuel injection system, which so far has been awesome to play around with. As far as the installation, PCM is here, mounted on the firewall. We cranked it over, but obviously we have no fuel yet. The tank is not yet in the car. It's going to run a in-tank pump, just like a modern fuel injection system. A lot of custom things done on here. If I could show you here, you can see a part of the electrical system here for the vehicle. That's a starter solenoid. Obviously, there's going to be some fuses, main fuses in here to run the vehicle. Then they're going to run the fuse block under the dash, which is going to be new. Hydro boost unit, as you can see, all good top-notch parts here. And the headers, if anybody's curious, are Lemon's headers. The brake lines are all new, handmade, obviously, SUR&R brake lines on it. So a lot of work, a lot of attention to detail on this thing, fitting things, and obviously the headers are always a challenge on any car. Especially with something like this that's a big block and there's very little room. As you can see down here, there is no longer a rag joint, as that was replaced with an actual knuckle to clear the headers. That was the only spot that gave us an issue, but this actually ends up better than it would have been with a rag joint anyway. It's better steering response, and I feel safer knowing that's in there. March, let me see here. What else do we have? Aluminum radiator, obviously. March, pulley setup, serpentine setup on it, and brackets. Everything on this thing just fits so nice, and it's just amazing. The only issue we're having here is the fan. We mocked it up for now, but this is going to hit with this current setup, so we're going to try a 1/2-inch spacer instead of 1 inch on the fan. Hopefully it clears both ways that way. If not, we're also researching electric fans that are low profile to fit this thing. They may have to be staggered, but one way or the other, we'll get it sorted. Right now, we're just waiting to finish the roll cage, and once the cage is welded completely and done, then we'll start on the interior. He's got some beautiful seats for the car. He's going to put a full interior in it, and once we get it dialed in with the injection and make a couple of passes with it to see where it sits, it'll probably be at the body shop getting the rest of the body work done, which is really not, aside from the paint being faded bad, it's got some spots that need to be redone, but nothing so terrible. This car is actually in very, very good shape. Let's see if I can see in the trunk. The trunk pans are new. I don't know how good of a lighting I have right now, but those spots are going to be patched around the cage. And again, it'll be dressed up nice. And once the car's finished, it should be really killer. So any comments on it, I will do some follow-up videos on this car once we get it running. If you guys have any comments, thoughts, you know, paint color options, thoughts, or whatever, give us your input down below. And stay tuned for more on the 67 Chevelle with the Pro-Flo 4 fuel injection system. This is going to be a fun one, guys.